it's a lot of big dogs, a lot of key players in OTF. So I think where the feds and the state mess up at, they try to pin everything on the famous person. Don't respond to with Vaughn. Ma, what's happening, man? YouTube, what it do, man? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel, man. If you new, I go by Don, man. Go ahead and do me a big solid, man. Go ahead and like the video, sub the channel, you sub. Make sure you ring that bell. After you ring the bell, make sure you hit all so you don't miss a video. Ma, we back with some crazy content. I was scrolling on the internet, right, and I saw this video, right, has not been charged, but I think the feds have basically tried to threaten him with a second murder for hire, man. You feel me? So we just gonna get into that whole situation, man, and we gonna break it down and we gonna just react to it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We hit that 1,200, so I appreciate you guys. You feel me? 1,300. We on the way. We trying to get to that 10K. You feel me? Before we get to that 10, we gotta hit that 2. Then we gotta hit that 100K. You feel me? But yeah, man. So we gonna hop into that, man.
Nobody wins when the family feels. Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came. And I can't go like this in the hallway. It's a singer, you won't smoke shit. You can bleed whatever you want. I got your folks here.
Multiple shootings, which killed 2 people, injured 1 police officer in Harvey. That chaos started outside of a nightclub.
Let me share all the circumstances and details around, these accusations. What I do know, though, is that LIL DURK's mission to build financial literacy for children across the city and making other critical investments for the children of the city is where his heart, has been. And I mean, there's no secret to the trauma that he grew up in and how he has worked to turn that trauma into opportunities for other people.
The feds got an over 90% conviction rate, but a huge part of that come from 80% taking a plea. Then you got Chicago rapper LIL DURK, who win the 20% that's taken to the trial. So you expect all the tricks to be played, and that's what the feds doing today. Last week, the Chicago rapper lawyer had came out and said the murder for hire charges are bogus. Basically, it's no real evidence. Now, the day of LIL DURK hearing is saying they come out and connect him to another murder for hire. They didn't charge him. They just talking about him being mentioned in this murder for hire alleged plot. Now that comes in 2022 with a young man we'll later discuss who allegedly, according to the feds, was retaliation for LIL DURK's brother who lost his life just months prior. Who we
Rest in peace, D-Thing. Long live D-Thing, man.
also go over later in the video. Today we go over that case on this new murder for hire that the feds are trying to connect LIL DURK. We also see where we stand today and take a look at the 2 people who's been arrested for that murder going on a year now. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Grammy Award-winning artist LIL DURK has an older brother named Dante Banks, who's also known as D-Thing. D-Thing allegedly lived in Chicago, Gresham's neighborhood. In 2021, D-Thing was 32 years old when he went to a club named Club.
Dang, D-Thing made it to 32. Y'all already know. 32, but they're like 55 in Chicago years, but no cap. Straight up.
Oh, it was June 7, 2021. The club was located on the 1700 block at S. Hoster Street. According to a Harvey police officer, he heard gunfire and noticed a person with a gun at the club. As he got closer to the club, he heard more gunfire and an altercation. When suddenly he saw D-Thing get shot. Then the officer got hit. D-Thing didn't survive. May he rest in peace. 11 condolences to his family. The officer was in good condition a day after.
Multiple shootings, which killed 2 people, injured 1 police officer in Harvey. That chaos started outside of a nightclub.
WGN's Kelly Davis is live at the Harvey Police Department headquarters with the latest. Kelly?
Good evening. Police tell me that Harvey police officers were doing routine safety patrols at Club O as it was closing when all this went down and multiple shots were fired. And then just 2 hours later, another fatal shooting. Police say they are now investigating retaliation. Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the strip club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Police say Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head outside the club just after midnight. Banks is the older brother of locally known rapper LIL DURK. The 32-year-old is also a rapper who performed as D-Thang. His brother has been silent on Twitter since the shooting, but other people in the music industry are mourning his loss. Lil Reese, another Chicago rapper, tweeted, "Long live D-Thang. Love you, broski." Shortly after Banks was shot and about 500 feet away, police say Officer E. Muhammad heard gunshots and saw someone with a gun.
500 feet, that ain't that far, is it? 500 feet away, that's not that far.
The club. There was an altercation and the officer was shot in the thigh. A spokesperson from the police department says Muhammad was treated and released in good condition. It's unclear if the officer was targeted or if he returned fire. 2 hours after the shooting at Club O, just after 2 a.m., another fatal shooting here in Harvey. Police say 39-year-old Seneca Price was shot to death on West 155th Street. Right now, they do not have anyone in custody for these shootings, and they believe the follow-up was retaliation. This investigation is ongoing. Live in Harvey, I'm Kelly Davis, WGN News.
Thank you, Kelly. New here.
Now, the guy that allegedly was get back the same day, I think that was false. He was identified as Seneca Prince, 39 years old. And he was shot to death on the 100 block of West 155th Street in Harvey, Illinois, as mentioned. But here's the thing. His wife made a GoFundMe, and the details in that GoFundMe let it be known this ain't had nothing to do with Lord.
I ain't gonna even count, man. You know, I don't mean no malice or no harm, but like, I don't be digging the whole GoFundMe joint. I feel like burying somebody is very expensive, but I don't think I would want my loved ones to make a GoFundMe if something happened to me. Because I guarantee you this guy, God bless his soul, he probably was one of them guys who said he had it like that. But when the Grim Reaper came, he didn't have his affairs in order, and he left the bill with his wife. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
She said that Harvey PD brought a group of young individuals to her house so that her husband, Seneca, could identify them for an incident earlier that night. She said they were ultimately released and came and killed her husband. So if it was retaliation, it was for what a Harvey police officer did. But now in December of 2024, the feds coming out and saying that Lord Durk is connected to real revenge 7 months later after D-Thang lost his life. January 27, 2022, 2 men were accused of plotting along with others who wasn't identified at the time to murder.
Hold up, bro. Look at my boy, gang. Hold on, gang.
Officer did. But now in December of 2024, the feds coming out and saying that Lord Durk is connected to real revenge 7 months later after D-Thang lost his life. January 27, 2000.
Hey, my boy clutching. My boy right there, he really finna do what he was sent to do. No cap.
2022, 2 men were accused of plotting along with others who wasn't identified at the time. Oh man.
Look at my boy though, cool. You know what I'm saying? My boy, man, y'all ain't have to do my boy like this, man. Hey, my boy look like he actually finna run just like this. How they didn't catch him? I know they had to catch him.
Time to murder Stephon Mack in exchange for money. Prosecutors said Mack was shot and killed by a gunman who got out of a car and opened fire on him as he walked out of the Youth Peace Center in Roseland, located on the 420 West 100th Street on the afternoon, January 27, 2022. May Mack rest in peace. I love condolences to his family, but it wouldn't come until almost 2 years later when authorities were making arrests. November 30th, 2023. Anthony Montgomery Wilson, also known as AJ and Mike City AJ, and Preston Powell, also known.
Oh yeah, Preston. Yeah, that's him. That Preston right there, cool. Look at him. What the hell? Hey, Preston, I don't know. But he got away, though, because they said it took him like a year to even find these guys. So maybe he just looked like he was running slow. I don't know.
Marley. Now, fam, it's important you guys know this. Mack wasn't arrested for D-Thang's murder. So if he did it, Only he would know that and the people close around. But what we do know is Mac did affiliate himself with people who was known enemies of.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Ready? Okay. $98 for car insurance. That's what I was paying, yeah?
Lord Dirk.
No, you were buying it. Oh, yeah. You got confused. I want to talk about it.
Oh, Mac chilling with Melly. Hey, Melly and Dirk, they didn't like each other, period. I think Melly was the one who killed Newski, bro. And Chino. I ain't capping. Dirk didn't like this nigga at all.
But you gotta get your girlfriend, you gotta be faithful, bro.
I gotta go to
You gotta get like me. You gotta get like me. You gotta.
Now, according to Anthony and Preston Powell indictment for the demise of Mac, this how it went down. Now, Stephon Mac, as we mentioned, lost his life January 27, 2022. He was known as Young. He was shot and killed outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland. According to the website, YPC is a non-profit organization offering youth-related workshops that mentor teens and teach youth the skills necessary to avoid conflict of its violence. According to records,
This nigga died coming out of a Youth Peace Center, bro. Only in the rack, bro. Only in the rack something like this would even be like, I don't know, man, like a thing. Like, and it ain't funny at all, but like you murder somebody coming out of a Youth Peace Center, bro. How? Like how?
information obtained from YPC. At the time of his death, Mac was a YPC participant. Based on the video surveillance footage obtained from YPC, at 2:22 p.m., Mac was still inside YPC. A 2014 black Chrysler 300 sedan with tinted windows, driven and occupied by the shooters, into YPC's parking lot. The Chrysler was initially parked on the east side of the parking lot facing YPC. But at approximately 2:25 p.m., the Chrysler moved to the west side of the parking lot, facing eastward. The shooters remained in the Chrysler for approximately 40 minutes, apparently waiting for Mac to leave YPC. Based on video surveillance footage obtained by YPC, Mac exited YPC and began to walk across the parking lot towards his car at around 2:59 p.m. Two individuals emerged from the Chrysler, one from the driver's side door, shooter A, and the other from the front passenger side door, shooter B. They began shooting at Mac, who fled eastbound away from the shooters. Based on video surveillance footage obtained from YPC as well as the crime scene reports provided by Chicago Police Department, shooter A pursued Mac on foot. After crossing the parking lot, shooter A...
Hey, shooter A was like, nigga, I ain't, hey. Hey, my boy, big boy, shooter B was tired. He was like, nigga, I ain't finna ride for that nigga. Shooter A said, I got him. I got it. I gave him a head start and I still hold him down. That shit crazy. Rest in peace to Mac, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no kind of light of that man death. Rest in peace to him.
Got Mac from a distance. Mac eventually collapsed on the other side of the nearby train tracks. Shooter A ran over to Mac and shot him and killed him. Based on video surveillance footage from a nearby community center and residence, after killing Mac, Shooter A fled eastbound on foot away from YPC. Shooter A proceeded southbound to 111th Street and then eastbound to 111th Street. Around that time, an individual was observed walking around the backyard of a vacant residence located at 318 West 111th Street. Based on records and information provided by the Chicago Police Department, later that day, law enforcement recovered a Ruger AR-556 pistol bearing serial number 858-61994 in the backyard of a vacant residence located at 318 West 111th Street. And after running ballistics on that firearm, it was the same firearm used to take out the life of Mac. Now, shortly after the shooting, YPC security guard stepped outside into the parking lot and was shot in the leg by Shooter B. After shooting the security guard, Shooter B fled westbound. YPC on foot. The shooters abandoned the Chrysler in YPC's parking lot. Now, apparently, one of the shooters had a Facebook call, Slimed You Out. They noticed that when one of the suspects' moms was contacted by the FBI and was trying to contact her.
Stay out the internet, man. I ain't gonna cap. If you're a real member, you're a real stepper, you're a real killer. Stay off the internet, bro. Real talk, like, bro. Yo, Gotti said it best, bro. The police got Facebook, bro. The police got Twitter. The police got Instagram, bro. The police got all of this. So why are y'all on the internet telling the police exactly what y'all finna do? That's crazy work, bro.
And this is where allegedly Lil Durk come in, like the first allegations from the first indictment. Text messages alluding that Lil Durk is on the opposite side of those text messages when asked about compensation for these murders. In Lil Durk warrant application, in probing Mac's death, federal investigators analyzed jail phone calls, social media postings, and firearm purchases, as well as lyrics from Lil Durk's song, Aha, released about a month after the shooting.
I got your folks hit.
The warrant application goes on to say Montgomery, Wilson, and Powell may have exchanged text messages concerning payment of Mac's murder. Montgomery Wilson was arrested on unrelated charges a few weeks after Mac's death. A detective with the New Lenox Police Department then applied for and was granted a warrant to search the contents of his cell phone. Investigators then discovered a two-person text message conversation that mentioned OTF, which is the label founded by Lil Durk.
This is the thing about that, man. Like, I dig what they saying because the whole YSL case, they tried to put that on Thug like YSL, but like it's a lot of big dogs, a lot of key players in OTF. So, excuse me, I think where the feds and the state mess up at, they try to pin everything on the famous person or the person with the most notoriety. Like, just because Durk founded OTF, and Durk didn't even found OTF. It's a lot of founding members of OTF, but just because Durk is the face of OTF, that don't mean everything these little niggas and these young niggas in OTF doing is, you know what I'm saying, it's Durk's fault. No, that don't mean that. And I think a law has to be made saying that, like, look, like, you can't do that. Like, just because they say OTF don't mean, like, it's Durk. You feel me?
Students have linked the alleged murder for hire plot in Los Angeles. On February 10, 2022, one of the people in the text conversation asked, "What's up with OTF?" To which the other person responded, "Nothing." 8 days later, in the same conversation, another text message read, "Did Durk give you that money?" End quote. And that was it, fam. And if it...
Like, come on, man. You really like, so, I don't know. If Durk beat the feds, though, I'll be real with y'all. If Durk beat the feds, Durk is going to be one of the biggest rappers in the world.
Just that, we see why they ain't indict him yet. But fam, that goes to show you how they play. It's a dirty game out here. As of now, they trying to connect two murders on Lil Durk. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to say Cash is next. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. But this was the latest on the controversy between Lil Durk being locked up on murder for hire. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I ain't gonna care. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I ain't gonna be no police. I ain't gonna be too policey, but I do believe that they gonna try to put Cash's demise on Durk. You feel me? But honestly, man, if the feds going off of text messages and lyrics, I don't think they have anything on Durk. They gonna have to come a little bit harder. But the thing about the feds is, bro, don't too many people beat the feds, bro. If the feds come pick you up, bro, they got more than enough evidence to convict you, bro. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? But we hope Smirk make it up out this jam, man. Free Smirk, free OTF. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like anything that happened in the streets, they shouldn't use taxpayers' money to basically get street justice. So I hope Smirk making up out of this. You did? But gang, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like if you don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, Make sure you hit all. I go by done, man. We hit that 1200. I appreciate y'all niggas, man. No cap, man. 1300 by tomorrow, man. 2K. We on the way. Road to 10K. The 100K plat will be ours by my B-Day. You feel me? Y'all make sure y'all lock in with me, though. You feel me? I love y'all. Don't forget to love yourself, man. Don't forget that God love you. You feel me? Now I'm finna probably hit the store. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm on, bro. I'm on this icon, bro. It's kind of dope, so I'm finna probably hit the store and go get me about 2 more bottles. We in the reaction room all day. Getting this work done. Getting this work in. You feel me? I love y'all, man. I need that 1300 by the day, though. So y'all make sure y'all give me that. We gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Let's get it.